Hello, YouTube. My name is Henry Walker. Um, and at about 4:39 a.m. in the morning, I am making this video. This video is in response to Show ABC Show. That's the username. This particular user has posted a few comments and pretty much is making an attempt to state that the Bible is not credible, and I'm not actually giving enough evidence that the Bible is a credible document. So I'm going to take a few minutes to go ahead and kind of set the record straight on that. I would go ahead and furthermore just go ahead and kind of put this out here. Um, well, not most, but some atheists pretty much come to me and have some sort of, you know, foundational information in why they don't believe in God. You on the other hand are just pretty much making statements that don't make any sense. They sound very foolish and unintelligent. Like for instance, the most recent post you just posted was like pretty much me saying what I just said. So you don't really sound like a pretty intelligent person. However, I would like to make a correction as well. Knowing is not the ability to discern. That's discernment. Or if it be classified anything else other than that, it would be wisdom, knowing how to handle information. Knowing is simply the obtainment of information, the understanding, the knowing, the knowledge of. Okay, so excuse me, that's what knowing is. Anyway, let's kind of get into this. Um, First of all, just a little bit about the Bible. It's 66 books. It's broken up into two parts: the Old Testament and New Testament. The first five books of the Bible was written by Moses. Okay, it's called the Torah. This actually took place about 1450 before Christ's appearance in the Bible. Um, so that's kind of a little introductory of what we're going to be dealing with and talking about. Um, so I'm trying to see which area I would like to start in, kind of dealing with things concerning the Bible. Um, I tell you what, how about the earth itself? Since Genesis 1 and 1 wasn't good enough for you, you said, I stated that God said he created the heavens and the earth. You said he could create it. Okay, well, the earth is here. We're on it. And in the book of Isaiah, 60th chapter, on the 22nd verse, it pretty much, in a nutshell, states that the earth is round. It predicts the earth to be round. I'm not going to go in detail and read the scripture because you can do that on your own. If you have a Bible, you can go online and do it. Um, Predicts the earth to be round. Interesting, because this happened about 300 years before Aristotle suggested that the earth might be round. Very interesting, because it appears that, you know, even if he did all of this information or obtained all this information and studied this without the assistance of the Bible already said that it was so. So that's kind of dealing with, that portion of science as it, coincides with and proves the Bible. Um, Earth, how about in Genesis, the 6th chapter, we deal with the flood of the earth. Okay, this was actuality. It did take place, and I'll tell you what science says about it. Even if we ignore all of the things that have been carbon dated and stuff like that, the fossil fuels and things that we find now, even if we look past all of that, there are ice caps that exist over the earth, over the world. Antarctica, Greenland, Well, these ice caps obtain enough water. If the earth was to warm and they were to melt, it could possibly flood majority of the earth. Now, the reason that it wouldn't probably flood all of the earth is simply because of a few things: evaporation and condensation, things like that. And the earth has went through some other natural disasters, like tsunamis and earthquakes, and has caused a different form We've built dams and things like that throughout the years, and ever since back then when the flood actually happened. So it wouldn't cause the whole earth to flood per se, but if it was as flat as it was back then, it would flood the entire earth. And science proves that. That's correct. Science. Now, you have to believe in religion or science, because if you don't believe in either one, there's nothing else to believe in. That would basically make you an agnostic. So, hey, you say you're, atheist. So let's just make sure that. The biology side. Let's deal with that part of science as it is in the Bible. How about science? Uh, Science established that the circulation of blood equals life. Okay, it's it's vitality to life. The circulation of blood. I find it so amazing how you can remove a heart from a body and it continues to pump. That is so amazing. I wonder how that is. Well, despite the fact that it contains the blood. But anyway, um, this was a discovery by William Harvey. Okay, early 1600s. Um, and that's cool. And I mean, like I'm all digging that. Only one problem: the Bible has already stated this. In Leviticus 17th chapter, around the 10th or 11th verse. So if you have a Bible, go check it out. Now, mind you, that this document has written 1450 before Christ. Okay, so 1600, 1450. That's a long, pretty big gap right there, my guy. Um, so I mean, hey, what can I say? Not to mention, like, if you go to the book of Job, 40th chapter, I believe, uh, you can see where he actually, there's dinosaurs in the book of Job. One actually is being Behemoth, Behemoth. You can look it up, whatever, Google it, blueletterbible.com it. It's dinosaur, which is something else that coincides with science. So if that's not enough information for you, show ABC show, that's the username I'm making this video in response to. If that's not enough evidence for you, hey, comment some more. I will give you more only if you can prove that this doesn't stand. Now, not by what you really just feel, but like really actual information, which you have yet to give me. Okay? Um, you can't pose an argument without any facts or any information. Arguments about, based on what you think and how you feel are pointless and worthless. Okay, so what you need to do is get some factual information, like I have gotten here, and so, uh, come back and holler at me then. Um, so I think that's about it. I think that's about all I have to say. I'm going to let the video continue to run so that I can make sure that all of this actually gets on there. For some reason, I always end up losing like a minute and a half or something. So even if you kind of don't get what I'm saying right now, I don't care. I just really want you to get the information. So I'm going to kind of talk here for about another whole minute. I would like to go ahead, and if you do just so happen to get this, I do want to let you know that you kind of make some unintelligent statements. You pretty much replicated what I said earlier, and that was just like, what for type of thing. Um, you know, you're not at all, and I'm not downing you, but you came to me in this manner. So, but I don't want to let you know that you're not at all, by far, like one of the smartest atheists I've pretty much encountered. In fact, you're exactly the opposite. You're the least prepared one, I would say. Uh, your information is, you know, I can't even say that you pretty much worded things intellectually, um, because you got some misunderstanding, misinterpretations, um, of things and words, and your questions and your analogies did not make any